Hello and welcome. Chris from Missouri here, bringing you another video about vintage baseball cards. In this video, I'm going to show you some cards. I'm going to show you some cards that I sent off to SGC all by myself with just a little bit of help from my wife to get graded. This was the first time I did that. And so, for those of you that don't know, I have gone through some of my I started out with 16 white boxes of 5-row boxes of baseball cards. And I've been sending some off to get graded and making that part of my collection. And then I'm selling some other stuff off to get money to buy more cards. And now that I'm setting up shows, I'm going through these boxes and getting some graded so I can have inventory at shows. The reason I grade cards is pretty simple. I know there's people out there that think grading cards is just silly. But listen, I'm not going to be here forever, and I got a lot of cards. And I don't want my wife to get stuck with the duty of trying to maximize the value of these cards. So we did some estate planning, and these cards have value to it. Even though people will tell you they're not an investment or anything, they still have value right now, because somebody wants these cards. But I'm sending them off to get graded. Any extra cards I sell, I get a bigger card. So without further ado, I'm going to show you my first submission and try to go through here fairly quick. Most of these cards will be in my inventory as it shows, but some of them will help me do some player runs. So when I do Showcase Showdown, I can give Mike some competition. So without further ado, here we go. 1970 Lou Brock, or 71 Lou Brock, I'm sorry. 1972 Lou Brock, beautiful cards. And a 1972 Hank Aaron. Now most of these cards are going to be 1969 and 1961. So here's some 69s. Gibson and Banks. Pete Rose, golly, excuse me, guys. Frank Robinson. I'm a little nervous, and I'm doing this opposite how I normally would handle the cards. Sorry about the camera moving. Now this one is kind of funny. I sent this in, and it came back a 1.5, which I don't care about the 1.5. It's going to stay in my collection, but this one probably won't. But I look right past this. Look, it's got the number 5 written on a billboard right there. Other than that, that's a really sharp card. Looks like a stamp of a 5. A nice Tom Seaver. And a Willie Mays. And a Roberto Clemente. Beautiful cards. Love them. I'm excited to get them. And like I say, I'm going to try to turn these into cards that I don't have. 1961 Brooke Robinson. Carl Yastrzemski's second year. Ernie Banks. Love this card here, the 61 Bob Gibson. And the 61 Stan Musial. I sent them off to SGC. I love the way they look in the SGC slab. I got them back. It took a little bit longer because they got them on the 21st of December, and they had the holidays in there. I'm sure slowed them down. But I got them back January 8th. And I love this Hank Aaron. Now, the next stuff I got is the 1956. Some of this will go in my collection if they're a higher number or a better looking card. And they probably will, because I really love how they look. Look at this 56 Yogi. The Pee Wee Reese. The Eddie Matthews. And finally, the last card, Phil Rizzuto. Now, I know I went through there really quick, but I just wanted to kind of show you the cards, and that way you didn't have to hear me talk all the time. Now, I know there's pros and cons about grading and getting stuff slabbed, and I'm not trying to influence anybody to do it the way I do it. What I do is for me, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to have these entered in my VCP app, and that way my wife will have an idea of the values, and I've already instructed her on how to look things up and different things. But I also love the way they look in some of these slabs, and I'm getting rid of a lot of clutter in my closet. So guys, remember, it's just a hobby. Collect what you like.